What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another video for you guys. Today in this video I want to discuss Thursday flipping and also the guarantee pack that is supposed to be coming out today on the Wednesday. We got it last week on the Wednesday together with the Saudi League. Premier League did come out. I'm expecting the same thing to happen today. We just got in the code that I can show you guys right now on FUDWatch. He tweeted out that the code is in there. So right here, 2 hours ago, it guarantees a player from the La Liga team this season and also guarantees a player from the Super League. So if they're gonna run this every Wednesday, I like it because it allows us to get in on some cards that are low on Tuesday and Wednesday to buy for Thursday. So we're gonna take a look at a few things you guys should be looking at on Thursday, but this is not going to be a Thursday flipping investment guide video, but it will be tied into everything that we talk about on the market today. If you guys do enjoy the content today, make sure you guys do drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here as well. So first thing I want to go take a look at is the La Liga team of the season. Now, everyone is going to ask me when, and they've been asking me when do I buy certain players. So I'm going to go through it right now. What we did see last week on the Premier League team this season is the higher tier cards went down prior to the SBC coming out, and that was the buy time, because you got to understand that ad rewards, and we saw this last week, the pack weight on high tier cards is awful. Unless you're a top 100 player or you're elite 1 and you get lucky, you're not really going to be packing any of these higher tier cards like the Suarez, the Messi, the De Jong, the Benzema, the Griezmann, Varane, Ramos, etc., right? So in my opinion, the buy time on those kind of cards, anything that's over like 500k, 600k, you want to be buying right when the SBC comes out today, because that's when there's probably going to be some panic leading up to it. I always refer to Phillips. He went down 150,000 coins from the time the FUDWatch pack code came out until the SBC came out, and then immediately after that, he had risen 70,000 coins. Now, obviously, that card went down again because he was still on packs for another few days. But for these La Liga ones, they're going out, you know, in 48 hours from when you're watching this video, probably. So they don't got too much more time. I would be looking at the Suarez, the Messi, the Benzema, the Griezmann, those type of high tier cards you want to be looking at with the SBC today. I can't be any more clear than that. Buy them today if you want them. Now, something that I want to discuss about the Premier League team this season cards, they had gone down based on the La Liga cards coming out. So the trend that we've been seeing in the market is the new team comes out, they're cheap, they're affordable, which makes other people sell the cards they already have and go and use the new ones. People love new. They love the new cards. That's why you see so much hype on the first or second day in a promo. Supply, that obviously with supply coming in as well, they drop over the week because more and more people have used them already. They've gotten a sense of, okay, is this card good enough for my team? Whatever, right? So people like new, and obviously Van Dijk was somebody that got killed last week. He went down about 500,000 coins in 2 days, and the reason for that was because of this Ramos, because of the Varane, because of the Diego Carlos. We had 3 really good center backs that came out during La Liga. So people went and they wanted to go and use the new center backs. Varane looks like a freaking beast. So does Ramos. So does Diego Carlos. So people want to try them out and that they're new. The rest of the Premier League team scenes have dropped as well, right? Because we have a Suarez. We have a Benzema. We have new, really good juiced up cards. It'll be interesting to see this week coming what team is coming out on the Friday, first. And 2, what kind of panic do we see on the market? Because if the team isn't good enough, say for example, and there's not a lot of really good players, this La Liga team scene is better than I thought it would be. So that's why I think that the majority of the Prem team scene has gone down. But I do think a lot of them are going to go up in price on Thursday. So if you guys want to go buy a Prem team season card, you're going to want to buy before Thursday or Friday, in my opinion. So going on with that, if it's Serie A and the only really usable players are like 4 or 5, like out of the team, you'll probably see La Liga still rise a lot. And also because it's Real Madrid, it's Barcelona, there's a lot of hype in those kind of teams. So it's a tough one to call because we don't really know what team is coming this Friday, if they're going to be juiced up or not, etc. I would still buy on the Wednesday if you need him for the team this weekend. Because even if you buy on the Wednesday, you could probably get out by Saturday night and still make profit on the card. Now, the cards that you want to be looking at rewards time are the Cruz cards, the Parejo, the Odegaard, Berchichi, Lucas Perez, Ocampos, Ter Stegen, Cazorla, any of those kind of cards. If you want to buy them at rewards. Oblak as well is in here. Carvajal is a tough one. He gets that link to Militao, and he gets links to Ramos and Varane, other players, other Real Madrid center backs, like Varane's in form, like Ramos is in form, etc. So I do think he's going to do really, really well out of packs. But whether you buy that today or tomorrow, it's really how low he goes before the SBC comes out. I would expect these cards to keep dropping going into the SBC in like 10 hours time, 10, 11 hours. So if you do see a big drop off, say you see Suarez at 1.3, buy that. If you see Messi at 3.2, buy that. If you see Benzema at 8.40, buy it. Griezmann at 7.50, buy it. You know, do stuff like that. Now, if Carvajal goes down to 2.80 and then goes back up to 300 on Wednesday night, maybe you do wait for rewards and try to snipe him at a better price. Because obviously people will be packing him through elite rewards that could make his price drop a little bit. But if he does go down to like 250, then by all means, go and buy that card, because I think that would be a little bit too cheap for Carvajal. Apparently, he's really good. I packed him in my squad. He's going to be in my team this weekend with Ramos as a strong link, so that should be exciting. We'll see how that plays out this weekend. So that is what to do with the La Liga cards. Now, there's going to be some overall panic on the market, and what are some cards you guys should be buying for Thursday flipping this week? And I want to look at a few cards. First one for me is this Gareth Bale card. Now, I don't know why not a lot of people talk about him, but the fact that this card's like 450k, if this guy goes back down to about 400, 390 today, I like that. There's not many right wings in the La Liga team. Exactly, there's two. There's a Campos who's like 80,000 coins, and there's Messi who's 3.4 million. So there's no really in-between mid-tier card that people can link their Real Madrid team season cards. Now, bear in mind, the reason why we saw a lot of Prem specials go up last week is because a lot of people packed the Trents, the Robertsons, the Hendersons, those kind of cards that get links to other Prem specials. So they go and buy special cards with the coins they now have, and they link them with the red players. Same thing is going to happen with the red players for La Liga. And, you know, we have Cruz, who's probably going to be very, very packable. We have Carvajal, who's going to be packable. You know, we have two really, really good links to Bale right there. So, in my opinion, this would be a great card alongside Ousmane Dembele, actually. Both of them right wings that are on 400,000 coins. I like that. Again, anything under 400 on both consoles, I think would be really good for this Thursday. I'm surprised no one's really talking about it, because I feel like, you know, we don't really have a right wing objective. We don't have an SBC that requires a right wing, and we don't really have a mid-tier card in the La Liga team this season. So, for me, not only Bale and Ousmane Dembele UCL lives could go up, but I'm also looking at this Rodrigo card. Rodrigo, again, gets really good links to other players, right? He gets links to Benzema, Cruz, Carvajal, right? So, again, another card that if he does drop to like 440 tomorrow, 430, that's going to be a good buy in my opinion. That's something I'd be looking at if I were you guys. Now, a lot of things are up right now. They're very, very rare. The Future Stars, the UCL Lives, the Shapeshifters, they're super, super rare right now because they haven't been in packs for months. But, you know, looking at some of these cards like Marcelo, like Valverde, these are cards, man, that I think are going to do really well this week. So, you know, Marcelo's almost at $1 million. If that drops to 900k today, I would look at picking it up. Again, on Xbox, probably 720, 730 is your buy price on there. If we're looking at Valverde, right, which was the other card we wanted to look at, Valverde, again, I feel like is in a really good price range. Like, 330 on PS4 would be really good for me, and 250, 240 on Xbox would be also really good for me. I think, you know, those kind of cards that get the links to other Real Madrid players could do really well this week. I would also be taking a look at Emerson, the right back card. He actually gets a strongly to Militao, which I know a lot of people are going to do the 87 version. And I know a lot of people that are going to do the 90 version. So they need a Brazilian right back, possibly. And Emerson fits that bill. He's a La Liga special. He gets links to other players. And I think he's going to do really, really well. So, you know, man, at 100k for Emerson is really good. 85 and under on Xbox is pretty good for me as well. Now, there's obviously some other cards. It'll be interesting to see. I do think Griezmann's card is going to rise. This Griezmann birthday is going to rise on Thursday. In my opinion, he's currently 950 on the market. I think you just see that keep rising. So if that drops at any point on the Wednesday, I'd look at picking that up. And the same goes with Hazard. I do think Hazard's going to keep rising as well. Any La Liga special, as long as they're not like a center back, and even if they are a center back, dude, even if they are a center back, I do still think that they are going to rise. Like, you know, Varane, team of the week. I know a lot of center backs have been getting killed today because of the Militao SBC, but I do think there's going to be a certain demand. If people want to go and use a Varane card, they're going to want to use, you know, the inform. So maybe you take a look if they drop off a big amount tomorrow. Maybe they drop 250, 260 for Varane. That would be pretty good. If he goes to 190 on Xbox, for me, that's just too low. For a card that of his stats, I think that's just too low. So take a look at that for La Liga specials. I'm trying to think of other cards. I went to actually on FUTBIN. If I could take a look here before we do this. I looked at the PGP players of different tiers. So this is going to be non La Liga specials, but we are going to be focusing on Prem as well, because Premier League cards, they just obviously had red cards in packs last week. So people are going to be linking up other players. And I like João Cancelo, man. I really do. I think this is one of the most used FUT birthday cards. If you could find this card at 150 and under, 140, I love this as an investment for Thursday. He always rises. If you look at last week, he went down on the Thursday a little bit, but then he rebounded a good amount on the Friday as well. So take a look at Cancelo. He should rise this Thursday. I like Kai Havertz. Again, 115, 110. Should go to 130 on Thursday. On Xbox, 105 would be pretty good in the panic today. Other than that, is there anything? Okay, Munain would be great as well, because there really is only a few cams. I think there's only 1 or 2 cams, and there's a lot of Spanish players in the La Liga team this season. If we look at, you know, we have Fekir, we have Odegaard, and that's really it. We don't really have too many. We don't really have cams actually. So this Munain, in my opinion, guys, is going to do really well. He did go from 99 to 110 on the Friday as people bought him up. Maybe that was to link other players too, or maybe for the objective, who knows. But I do think this card is getting slept on a bit, and I feel like 100k on PS4 or 84 and under on Xbox with a hunter. Make sure you have a hunter on this card. You could probably sell it for higher. I like that as an investment for Thursday. This is really turning into a Thursday flipping investing guide. Other than that, I'm really surprised, guys, that this Van Dijk card has as low amount of games as he does. Maybe it's to do with the amount of Van Dijks we do have in the game, but it's just crazy to me how some of these cards are just like less games played. Like, it's just crazy to me. That Florenzi should also do really well as like a budget right back for 90,000 coins. I mean, for me, if he drops to 80, I like that. On both consoles, 80k and under, I like that a ton. Make sure you get a shadow on some of these cards, these fullbacks, these center backs that I'm asking you guys to buy. Other than that, I'm not really looking too much at the winter refresh cards. Future stars always do well on Thursdays. One of them, obviously in particular, is the Sikone card. Always does well. If he drops to about 90,000 coins and he drops to about 72 and under on Xbox, I like that a ton for this week. You should see that card rise. If you saw this right here, he did go up on the Friday. So you should see cards go up on Thursday and Friday this week. I would be very shocked if we didn't. Stay away from Lodi, I think, because of the Regulon objective card and because of the Berchichi being cheaper than him. I think it's kind of limiting this guy's rise. So would really stay away from that Lodi card. Other than that, I like Tomori again. If this guy drops to like 400k and under, this guy went from 450k last week, or 420k last week, all the way to 610. So that card went up a ton. Again, I know it's a center back that got killed because of Militao, but I do think that any center back that is going down and that's not in the same league as La Liga, I think is pretty dumb panic. So I do think that you're going to see some sort of rebound on cards like Tomori, and obviously some icons as well that could go up on Thursday as well. So take a look at Tomori, man. If this guy goes to 400, 390 tomorrow, take a look. This SAR card, really, really usable player. People like using them. 145 and under on PS4 would be great. And also 150 and under on Xbox would be also really good. I know you guys wanted me to show you Xbox prices, so that's why I'm doing that right now. And it really just depends on what comes out this week when it comes to the new team of the season cards, right? So if we do get Serie A, you could expect, and we'll know by Thursday, by the way, we will know by Thursday what league is coming that next day. So if it is Serie A, you will see it jolt up in Serie A specials. And if it's Bundesliga, you will see Bundesliga players probably go up as well. Anything else? Obviously, like icons, they're going to go up, like middles, babies, primes. I mean, we saw a jolt last week when we saw like a prime Vieira go from 2 million coins all the way to 2.25. So that's the kind of like rises you can see when the market has that many coins on it. I like the Zola card. I think like for, you know, one of the most used players in this game, that middle Zola, and the baby as well for that matter, both could do really, really well. I mean, on the April 29th, he went from 337 all the way up to 365 by the Friday. When on Wednesday at 303, went up to 337 by the Friday. So you could tell that people are using these Zola cards just by looking at some of these graphs. And I'm assuming the baby is just as much too. Like, you're seeing the same rise. Yeah, you're seeing the same rise, 450 to 481. Remember, that's average listing price too, guys. That's not even just like what they're selling for at their peak, right? And then 437 all the way to 470 on the Friday. So if you guys want to sell Thursday, you guys can, if you're making profit on the cards. But if you want to, I'd sell Friday as well. I don't see a reason why the market wouldn't really go up too much on the icons and the high tier meta stuff on Friday. This SCN could do well. Again, I think, you know, on Xbox, you might want to look at like 215, 210. On PS4, you want to look at like 275, 280. If you can, I like that. Steven Gerrard's got some pretty nice cards. The fact that this guy's almost all 80 plus and he's about 285k. He gets an English link. He's strong with everyone else. Premier League just came out. A lot of English players like Trent Alexander-Arnold, like Rashford, Henderson, all those kind of cards that are English, you know, Premier League team of the seasons. This card could definitely rise up. I'm assuming this guy did rise. Yeah, he went from 311 all the way to 345 on the Friday. So he did do well last week. Again, I'd say look at like 300, 310 on Xbox. It's tough on Xbox to read some of your graphs, guys. It's pretty remarkable like what he is. So he was like 325 goes to 350. If we look at yesterday, he went from like, if we just take away the PS4 really quickly, 305 down to 270. Now he's up at 350. So if you guys could get sale prices at 350, that's pretty damn good in my opinion. Other than that, I mean, you guys just gotta look at like some of these icons, man. Some of the ones, all you gotta do is go to the PGP page on FUTBIN. Zambrotta, another great one. Buchagueno, another good one. Cruyff, all of these big tier icons. If you want to buy them for your teams, you want to buy them before Thursday. If you want to buy any Prem team season cards, you want to buy before Thursday. And obviously, I talked to you guys about when to buy the La Liga team season cards. So that, I think, is it for me today. It's pretty much an all-in-one video. It's 18 minutes long, but it is telling you when to buy La Liga team seasons, what to buy for the La Liga, you know, obviously the Thursday rewards. I didn't really touch on fodders. Fodders you probably want to sell in the first 10 to 20 minutes of the SBC coming out on today. You want to be selling the first 20 minutes. If you do have fodder stacked up, I would sell. And also, La Liga rares should keep rising until Thursday, and the overall rare cards should rise on Thursday as well. So, if you guys want to buy those for like 800 and under, be my guest. It's a really easy investment. Probably sell for 1.2 to 1.5 on Thursday. So, thanks for watching today. Appreciate it. Comment, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.